next year they'll be able to apply for it.
All right, 1400. You ready? Thanks, Will. Good to go. All right. This camera action. All right, we will call the Commissioner Weekly Business Meeting for Thursday, 2026 to order. Now that I say that, it is my brother's birthday today, so I will have to wish him a happy birthday. In attendance, we have all three commissioners, our Executive Administrative Assistant, Tiffany Tanner. And if we can go around the room, just introduce ourselves for the meeting minutes. Kyle, lead the way.
Kyle Leeds, New Media Broadcasters. Bob Call.
Hi, Bob.
Blake Gorst.
All right, and who do we have online there, Tiff?
Amanda Hamilton, Steve Martin, Lacey Lincoln, Kathy Bigliotti, Brittany Steigels, Catherine Perquette, Amanda Powell, and Ashley Taylor.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. All right.
Have a white department head meeting as well. We're here.
Right. All right. Any additions, deletions, or changes to our schedule? Commissioner comments.
You excellent quorums for the last week. B6, 8 a.m. Commissioner Strisel Lanier, discussion on COA. 3/9, 8:30 a.m. Commissioner Strisel Lanier, discussion on COA. 3/10, 9 a.m. All three commissioners, discussion on COA. 3/11, 8:15 Commissioner Strisel Lanier, discussion on COA. And then 2:30, all three commissioners today, general discussion on various county items.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Public comments on non-agenda items. Public comments on agenda items. All right, getting into it. Resolution number 26-2831. The creation of a board for Hill County Council on Aging. We've tabled this the last couple times. We have in front of us the difference between an advisory board and a governing board. I'll read them all again. I think
Commissioner Strisel, if I can interject, I know you
Yes,
guys
ma'am.
asked me to look at this last week. I'm still in the process. I've looked at the resolution, but based on that resolution, I mean my office, are generating, I don't want to say bylaws, but really kind of a helpful guidance structure so that as you create this advisory board, you actually have some parameters for what this advisory board is going to do. So I would suggest that the commission again table this resolution, and I should have it done by next week. We just weren't able to complete both pieces by today's meeting. So we should be able to have that for you next week.
awesome. Well, thank you, Lacey, and my vocal cords. Thank you as well. So appreciate that. And yeah, we look forward to working with you on that.
We don't need to review them.
We're good, Bill. All right, so I would entertain a motion to table the resolution number 26-2831.
Motion to table resolution number 26-2831 to create the Board of Council on Aging until next week's business meeting, March 19th.
It's a-
All right, got a motion and a second on the table to table for the discussion. Once again, thank you to the county attorney's office for looking through this and creating those bylaws and helping us out with that. We really appreciate it. All in favor of tabling resolution number 26-2831, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. All right. Next up, HC 25-211, mosquito and weed department union contract. How we looking, Bill?
We had a discussion earlier this week in our working session, and I got an email today from Lacey on that. So we are gonna need to postpone it again. We can have it taken care of next week. Tiffany, if you can also add that under our working session on Monday. And You two also should have gotten that email from her just a little bit ago.
Yep. So we wanna table that?
So. Yeah, I make a motion to table it. Next week.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of tabling HC 25-211, signify by saying aye.
And
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 3-0. Okay. Public notices. First up, we have here notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that the Hill County Compensation Board will meet on Tuesday, 17th of March, 2026, 2:00 p.m. in the Hill County Commissioner's Office, Hill County Courthouse, 315 4th Street, Havre, Montana, 59540. Phone number 406-265-5481. Extension 2327 for the purpose of reviewing the compensation paid to county officers and prepare a compensation schedule for fiscal year 26-27. By order of the Board of Hill County Commissioners, ending this regular session, 26th day of February, 2026 at Havre, Montana. This was published in the Havre Weekly Chronicle, Wednesday, the 4th of March, as well as Wednesday, the 11th of March. And next up, we have a notice of sealed bid. Notice is hereby given that the Board of Hill County Commissioners are accepting sealed bids for the sale of the following surplus vehicle. A 1978 Chevy, unknown mileage, working condition with a working dump bed. The vehicle is available for inspection at the Beaver Creek Park office located at 17863 Beaver Creek Road in Havre, Montana during normal business hours. The bid submission will go as follows. Sealed bids must be submitted to Board of Hill County Commissioners, 315 4th Street, Havre, Montana, 59501. All bids must be received no later than 1:00 p.m. on March 24th, 2026. Late bids will not be accepted. Bid requirements. Bids must be submitted in a sealed envelope clearly marked sealed bid BCP 1978 Chevy. Included must be the bidder's name, address, phone number, and bid amount. The minimum bid is $1,000. The vehicle is sold as is, where is, with no warranties or guarantees. Payment must be made in full within 5 business days of bid acceptance. For the bid opening, bids will be opened in a public meeting on March 24th, 2026 at 1:00 p.m. in the Commissioner's office at the Hill County Courthouse. The highest responsible bidder will be immediately notified. The Board of Hill County Commissioners reserve the right to reject any and all bids, to waive irregularities, or to accept any bid they deem to be in the best interest of Hill County. For further information, contact our Executive Administrative Assistant to the Commission, Tiffany Tanner, at 406-265-5481, or by email at tannert@hillcounty.us. By order of the Board of Hill County Commissioners in regular session this 5th day of March, 2026 at Havre, Montana. Once again, this was published in the Havre Weekly Chronicle legal section on March 11th, as well as will be in the Wednesday, March 18th, 2026 rendition of our newspaper. Yeah. Probably the wrong word. Bring out the. All right. Claims. We have from the Hill County Health Department two.
Not doing any updates?
Oh, I am so sorry. But it's. My apologies. Yep. I discussed and decide matters on related to Hill County Council on Aging. Thank you, Commissioner Williams. I totally, no, you're totally right. I totally skipped over that.
We're on a roll.
Discuss and decide on matters on the Hill County Council on Aging. Yeah, I think they served a really wonderful lunch today. I do want to thank all the volunteers. Commodities came in yesterday and we had a really good team over there helping out with commodities and getting the bags all set up. Doris Hanson, Leo, who was all back there building it. We had a great crew back there
yesterday,
today.
Andrea.
Yep, Andrea's back there. Yep. So, huge.
Doug Larson was helping yesterday.
Yep, Doug was there. And so a huge thank you to our volunteers helping us with the bagging of commodities and getting everything going. So I really want to give them a shout out. So any other anything else on the Council on Aging?
Calling today for the commodities to be picked up starting tomorrow.
Okay. Yep, starting tomorrow, they can pick them up. We did quite a few bags. Discuss and decide on matters related to Great West Engineering projects. Yesterday, I was at a meeting in Helena for the Community Service Commission. I talked with Autumn Coleman. She works for DNRC. She does the Reclamation Development Grants Program for DNRC. We've done a lot of work out on the dam on First Lake. Great West Engineering has helped with that. They've been really good to work with. So since that is considered a high-risk dam, I'll speak more about this during our Commissioner Weekly Working Session on Monday. But I think it'd behoove of us to really reach out to DNRC and Autumn there and see if we can't get some grant funding to help out with that dam and make it more of a low-risk dam instead of a high-risk dam. So other than that, I really have nothing more to report on Great West Engineering.
We'll probably need to set up a time, maybe once you get more information from
Yep.
them with Jonathan.
Yep. Jonathan,
Does he know them or they?
oh yeah,
They've worked together before.
they work really close in tandem. So,
Good.
Yeah, I think this is a really good opportunity for us to really get that dam under a low risk out there. So,
What's causing it to be a high risk?
just it's an older dam. Just maintenance and yeah. We've done a lot of work out there so far. We just got done, Fish Wildlife Parks, we put some riprap down at the bottom there, the spillway, move some rocks around so fish can get around easier but it's just, yeah, maintenance. It's an older dam that we just need to beef up. So,
And you're looking to get grant money from the state?
yeah, DNRC. Yep. And Autumn Coleman is our point of contact for that. Hey, Judy, welcome. So anything else on Great West Engineering? Come on in, sir. Howdy. Welcome. Well, I'm glad you're here. We're just on the section of discuss and decide matters related to the Hill County Council on Aging. So welcome. Is there anything you'd like to add for the Council on Aging? Since you're walking in a little bit late, just to update you guys, we did table our resolution number 26-2831, whether it's going to be a governing board or a advisory board. Our county attorney and their staff are working on that, working on bylaws and things like that. So sounds like they'll are going to have that information out to us by next week's meeting. So that's kind of where that's at today. So any questions, concerns, or comments? Okay.
I thought I'd mention that we've had some people that are trying to access the meeting. They're having issues accessing it from outside. Obviously, I think everybody up there has access to our email system, but others are having some issues there, so that they go back and watch the meeting online later. But
Okay.
I just mentioned it to Tippy, and we'll work on that.
All right.
Because of the winds,
What's that?
probably because of the high winds today. There's a lot going on.
All right. Moving along. Now we're at payroll and claims. Okay. Carroll College, Hill County Health Department, Kim Berg. This is sample cost for shipping to and from Havre. 2/5, 2/12, 2/19, 2/26. This is for the amount of $2,791.96. Next up, for our maintenance department, we have Cornerstone Detention Products Incorporated. This is an invoice for $226.26. Repair padded cell in the jail. Total cost on that is $11,591.81. I'd be the first to go test that one out. Quick recorder, Alexis Doctor. This is for travel meals for election certification in Helena on 2/23/26. We stayed through 2/26 of 26, and also paid for, her deputy Riley Keeler's meals as well. Grand total on this is $415 even. Next up, we have from the commission's office, FICO. This is application number 6. This is project 24712, Hill County Detention Center, DDC upgrade. This is for, let's see. The amount due this pay period is $5,553.48. Check everything here. All right. Received from our commissioners on 2/17/26. Yep, this looks good. So this is the final amount, $5,553.48. Next up, we have Fisher's Technology. This is for the clerk and recorder's office. Contract base rate charge for 2/8/26 through 3/7/26 billing period. Kenesha. Sure what this is, to be honest with you.
Over the coffee count.
I didn't even see a slip in there. Okay. All right, grand total, $217.68.
That are for their printers. Okay. Count it.
Next up, clerk and recorder, Fisher's Technology, same thing. Kenesha, contract base rate charge for 2/22/26 to 3/21/26 billing cycle. Grand total, $65.80. Next up from the commissioner's office, Lakeside Excavation. This is weekly inspections on our lift stations, period ending 2/28/2026. Grand total, $2,541.80. Next up, clerk and recorder, local government services. This is for a grand total of $420. There's two charges, one for $250 and one for $170. That's for the start. This is for our late fee for reporting penalty. We need to get that squared away. Commissioners, Department of Revenue. This is the 1% gross receipts tax for our FICO payment number 6 that we just signed. The 1% gross receipts tax is for $55.53. Also, 1% gross receipts tax from the Commissioner's Office, the Department of Revenue. This is for stormwater construction. The total cost on that was $42,971.58. And this claim is for the 1% gross receipts tax for the grand total of $429.72. MSU Extension. This is for MSU Extension Services. This is for March 26th. Salary for Katie Burkett, our 4-H agent, as well as our other extension agent, Colleen Pigar. Grand total on this claim is $6,500 even. The auditor's office. This is our Northwestern Energy bill for sheriff's office and our jail. Grand total $5,252.51. The jail itself was $5,013.48. And our sheriff's office was $239.03. Last month, it was $5,206.29. And for the office was $293.94. So it did go down a little bit. Next up from the auditor, Pitney Bowes Bank Incorporated Purchase Power. This is our postage meter overage for 3/10/26 and 3/11/26 fill, as well as our Centro postage for February 3rd, 10th, 18th, 23rd. Grand total $6,519.52. Next up from the auditor, this is RDT Services LLC. Our RDT stands for Random Drug Testing. Grand total on this is $1,270. Next up, Hill County Council on Aging, Stokes Market of Havre. This is some food items for our Council on Aging, our senior meals. Grand total on this is $140.19. A lot better than it could have been, Kathy. That's what,
Well, it's just picking up stuff that was passed.
yeah, it looks like,
Should be old charges way back.
yeah. So, oh, excellent, excellent.
You did not have on hand when they went to the store.
Next up, next up from the commissioners. Excuse me, stormwater construction. This is the final bill that we just did the gross receipts tax for. This is application number 3. This is owner's project, engineers project, application period from 12/1/25 to 1/13/26 on the Milk River levees right-of-way fencing. Grand total, $42,971.58. Next up, Hill County Council on Aging, Cisco, Montana. This is food items for the Havre Senior Center and food items for the home delivered meals. Grand total, $1,212.77. Now, I know that they were cheaper in the past. And correct me if I'm wrong, Commissioner Williams, we were able to utilize a lot of the stuff that we bought in bulk before. That's why it was cheaper. And now that we're going through that we've gone through the stuff that we've used, that we had on hand, now we're having to buy more, correct?
That, and I think some of the things that were purchased this last time were a little more expensive, like chicken breasts,
Oh, sure,
pork chops, things that just,
sure.
we have more meals.
Yep. People are starting to congregate more, which is good. Hill County Parks, TP Construction Inc. This is a culvert done on Quarter Gulch, Blackie Cooley Road and Crossing, aggregate base. The crusher fines as well as our water bars, and work is to be completed between 2/10 and 2/27. So I do believe that this is final bill for that. We did write a resolution on this. That was resolution number 26-2830. That we passed. When did we do that? This was in February 26, 2026. Okay. Grand total on this is $78,455.28. Next up, Justice Court. This is for her Verizon bill. Her cell phone from January 29th to February 19th. Grand total $52.42. Riveting stuff, isn't it? Verizon Wireless for the Sheriff's Office. This is for the cell phone, plus adding dispatch cell phone. 9 cell phones total, for the sheriff's department staff, grand total $1,325.59. Next up, Sheriff's Office, Wex Bank, Sheriff's Office fuel for the month of February. Grand total, $3,639.02. I really wish they went hide at the bottom of the hill between Kremlin and Guilford. You get to going down that hill and then he's sitting down there. Auditor's Office, jurors for clerk of court. This is for a jury trial, 2/24 of 26 through 2/26 of 26. Grand total, $2,007.48. Auditor's Office, jurors for justice of the peace, jury trial on 3/3/26. Grand total, $631.59. Yep. I'll get mine to you in the COA one. I just noticed the COA one was sitting here on my desk when I got in this morning. So I'll get that done up for you, Kathy.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Okay. Oh yeah, Red Yard ambulance too. Boy, this will just in your butt this month. This is for the county credit cards, grand total for everything, and we'll go through them one by one. Total amount is $18,530.80. So, first up is the county attorney. Looks like, storage boxes, some things for the county attorney's office, $1,527.15.
Stuff they had to pay for travel.
Okay, that makes
No
sense.
changes.
Sure.
So,
Hill County Parks. Got a heater and Bryce Thomas radiator and AC. Total cost $984.35. Next up, clerk and recorder. Looks like some things for the office, file folders, wide ruled line writing notepads, heavy duty self inking stamp for TIF, laminating paper. Just basically office supplies, $1,504.21. Next up is the fair. Walmart, 5x7 photo prints, grand total $6.40. Expensive, Bob. The pictures of you that we putting up on wanted posters?
Pictures of that pump in the system, that
Oh,
underground system there.
sure.
We had them on the phone and I said, no, I want prints that we can continue to look at.
Oh, sure. Makes sense. Cool. Thanks, Bob. Sheriff's Office, Special Olympics Montana, kickoff conference for Deputy Estevez, cleaning and office supplies from Walmart, and dispatch, dish soap, Swiffer and hand soap. Grand total $227.37. Next up, treasurer's account. Looks like stuff for the office, hanging the file folders, black toner, yellow toner, and magenta toner. And then as well as Billings Hotel for Mako conference. Grand total $1,324.81. Next up, the weed department. Really miss Terry Turner's handwriting. Annual meeting at the Billings Hotel and Convention Center for Joe for 2 nights. This was on 2/10, it's 2/12/26, and then 2/11 and 2/12 for Terry. $383.40. Next up from the auditor, auditor card for county departments, supply house, compact bandsaw, Logic copper press toolkit, jaws for one key.
Daryl.
Daryl, yeah, thank you. And that was when he brought the thing in, so grand total on that, $4,144 even.
You able to get that cheaper? Toolkit?
I believe he was. Yeah, supply house. I have to go back and look to see what the original ask was, but I think it was cheaper. Next up, UDB, block heater plus shipping, lug nut covers, coin batteries, and Department of Administration, local government services. Grand total $1,309.68. Next up, road department. This is for the rock mining SMES administrative fee for the Earhart pit. And also administrative fee for the Turner pit that we did gravel out of. And then rate for a radiator service fee at Jerry's Radiator Service Incorporated. Grand total $1,728.07. Next up, for Hill County Health Department, Kim Berg. This is for a conference in April of 2026 in Billings. Looks like Bridget, Laura, and Kim will all be going. This is Adobe HD computer for 3 licenses, and then texting HD 1-year plan. Grand total $1,731.14. That's all she wrote. All right. So getting the end of our meeting here. Public comments on agenda items.
Just one question, that fencing on the dike,
Mhm.
is that the last of the work on the dike then?
Oh, no. That's gotta be a multi-year project.
Well,
Oh,
no,
no, but I mean-
stormwater still has more work to do.
Oh, yeah, stormwater, once, they wanted to fire back up as soon as they can, as soon as the ground thaws. I believe they're on the west side now and they're still working their way through. But once the ground thaws, they're gonna get the rest of that fence, done and put in, so, yep. Yes, Ms. Hempstead.
I just want to make a correction on last meeting. That program on Sunday morning is from 8 to 8:30 and it's called Aging Horizons.
Aging Horizons? Oh, okay, thank you.
And it is about for senior issues and seniors that have disability issues.
Okay,
And the person that I talked to over my pharmacy plan, Lindsay referred me to Janet Stillman.
okay,
And
Jan,
I actually typed it out with proper everything and I left it at home. And I think I did send that information to Sherry.
And once you told me that name, then I remembered, yes, that's
Yeah.
Heather had
Anyway,
stated that
it is
before.
on the two, I'm not sure if it's, okay, I have Dish, and I'm not sure if it's on 3 or 5 on my, but it's the Great Falls channel,
What was aging what?
Aging Horizons. And it's on every Sunday morning
okay,
from 8 to 8:30, and it really has a lot of important issues for people my age,
yeah, yep.
not for you young kids.
Also, since you're here, I went to my, meeting yesterday with the, Community Service Commission. And, we had a AmeriCorps person for the RSVP program, Nick Bennett. He served up here at Northern, for a while and now he's still doing that. So I plan on talking to him a little bit more about an RSVP program and see if we can get some AmeriCorps volunteers to perhaps come up to Havre and Hill County, for our area and see if we can get something going there. So, yeah,
That's wonderful.
yeah. I look forward to working with him. He knows Havre really well. Kyle, do you ever talk with Nick? Yeah, Nick Bennett's his name, wonderful gentleman. We had a great long conversation yesterday, so, yeah, I think that RSVP program is a really good program. We talked about it yesterday, and, I think it's something that, we might be able to incorporate into our Council on Aging, so.
I happened to, what happened is these gentlemen were told that the meeting was in an attendance room and I come in through the basement.
Oh, sure.
We're sitting there. So we waited and finally we found out it was upstairs. So I apologize for the late. And then they said they had some comments too to make on the senior center.
Sure.
That's what they, was informed downstairs, right? Yeah. But anyway, I did my. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Judy. Any other comments on, agenda items? Any comments on non-agenda items?
That's what-
Oh.
I want the senior center.
I do.
Okay, now it's your.
Senior Center, as far as I can remember, has been open for 60 years. I'm old enough to be around for that long. And I guess what I'm gonna ask you three people is just where on the priority list is the senior center right now? There's all kinds of rumors and stuff, and I'm not here to spread rumors or ask about rumors, but is it gonna make it or is it gonna close? There's problems over there. Is there problems with the commissioners? What's going on over there? I mean, with you three people? First you have one that's taking care of business and then they're not taking care of business and that is an important place in this community. It's something that doesn't need to be shut down overnight or whatever it's gonna take. But something has to be done to keep that place open. And I guess as a citizen of this community, what are we as citizens and what are you as commissioners going to do until we can get together and make this thing work?
Sure. Valid questions, and I appreciate those. To quell, whatever rumors. So Commissioner Williams did a fantastic job of getting it open back up for, congregate meals, and we are back up and running there now. Commissioner Williams, did step down in our meeting last week. And since she did that, Commissioner Lanier and I have been over there, every day, for this last week, making sure that programs are still not taking steps back, still moving forward. Like I just said, speaking with our representatives from AmeriCorps on the RSVP program, doing what we can to continue services and building that program back up. We are not moving backwards, we're moving forward. We're still keeping that place open. Like I say, we've been there every day, keeping the ship moving forward. Yeah, we have no intentions of shutting it back down or anything. In fact, I think we're in a lot better position than we were a few months ago. And this has been a total team effort. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I think we will work hard and senior center is at the top of our priority list.
Well, I just started coming there. My wife died about a month ago and I just started coming there. And of course, I don't believe in rumors and rumor control. I think there's a lot of people in this community who want to at least have something that's solid about what's going to happen with the senior citizens center. There's a lot of people, that's their day.
Mhm.
So, and I do think that maybe it needs to be more out in the open about when this is being done. Is there grants that can be written? Or is anybody writing any grants for the income? Because I realize that it's the income, the money is the problem with the senior citizen center right now, from what I understand, because there isn't any, but there's not enough. What can you guys do and what can we do to help to make that change?
Sure. And we're going into budget season. We just had a meeting with our clerk and recorder. So we're starting our budget process and, what that's going to look like, in the coming fiscal year. One thing I'm very proud of is that since we've opened that place back up, there's not been a day where a commissioner has not been in that building, making sure that things are going forward. So yeah, we're doing everything we can to keep that place going and making it better than it was.
Well, I'm not pointing fingers.
No, exactly. Yep. And I'm here to quell that and make sure that, the public does know that, yeah, it's at the top of our priority list. We are.
On why did you step down?
Like I stated last week, there was some sabotaging with one commissioner, behind the scenes on a state level. And I had come across some emails inadvertently and found out about it. I felt that I had worked very hard. I was putting in 7 days a week down there, sometimes 18-hour days, literally. Kept up on my commissioner duties and other things in my private life. And I didn't feel that that was deserved. To me, it was not, I didn't feel in the benefit of our senior center to have that going on when it was such a hefty lift to get it back open in the first place and done in such a short order. So, I felt at that time that I was going to step down. I'm still involved, but, I didn't feel I needed to put in all that time and effort and work to have that done to me, so I stepped back.
Bob here and I both know, I was on the city council for 14 years. And if the council didn't work together, things didn't get done. And that's a fact, isn't it, Bob? And at times, there was politics that got involved and all that stuff. But personal opinion, it's you guys' job to work together to get things done. And if it's gonna take you three working together with the community to keep that place going for the people that are there now and the people that are gonna come there later, that is your job. That's what you guys are elected to do. Again, I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. But as a commission of three people, you need to work together. If you work together on other things, we can all work together on that over there too. And I really believe that you guys need to work together. And again, the things that I've heard, that's irrelevant to what I've heard. Because, it's like anything else. People say things that aren't true. So I'm just here to try and find out for myself and for this community, just what it is the three of you commissioners are gonna do to get together on this and make that place work.
Yep. And, we've been really focusing in on that as well. Like we have this just discussion and decide on matters related to Hill County Council on Aging. That is on our weekly business meeting every week. We also talked about it in our working sessions every week. I just did a radio spot with updates on the Council on Aging. So that way you can get out to the masses. So we are trying to provide as much opportunity as we can to provide updates and, quell any rumors and put that information out there in just about any avenue that we can. So
On here, it says resolution 26-2831 to create a board for council on the aging has been tabled twice.
mhm.
Okay. Is there a reason why it's being tabled? And
Yes, we had that discussion prior to you walking in.
okay, well, again, we thought.
Yep. Totally understand. And I'm just explaining. Our county attorney is writing the bylaws, looking at those, whether it should be governing or advisory. So her and her team are working on that, to give that update, today. So, yeah, and, it is our hope, and our county attorney's hope that we have that this time next week so we can vote on that. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I was just gonna add that we're working on the resolution to create that board through the county attorney's office. And that's gonna be one of the steps, because there's some different people that have offered up some different fundraising ideas that we have to raise some funds for the senior center. And one of those things is gonna potentially be with Jake getting his head shaved.
You as well,
And
Commissioner.
myself. So there's things that are going on, as sometimes things go a little slow, but I think we're picking up some more
So my
momentum.
question is, with that resolution, do we have to create another one when one was created back in 1973? Why would we create another resolution when it was established, when the center was? When a board was established then, when it was brought forward then?
Okay,
I think that's all things.
That's a question I have. Why
Yeah.
would we do another resolution when one was done 1973, June of
Excuse me,
73?
Carrie, was that, what type of resolution was that? Was that advisory or?
I'd have to go grab it and look. But all the commissioners signed it. It was June of 1973.
Thank you.
So I'm just stating that a board was under a resolution created, so I don't understand why we
Yes, I
want to do
remember that
another one.
coming up in other meetings, so there was one done in 73.
Told Brenda forever, as said, when I recently talked to her, it has always been an advisory board because Council on Aging sets in this county under you guys. And that's why it has always been. That's what I was told.
Understand.
She said it has always been an advisory board because in this county, Council on Aging is set underneath of the commissioners under the county.
Okay.
And that's why it was an advisory and not a governing board.
Okay.
But since then, you haven't changed into area three. There's been some change.
Well, with the changing it, probably would be a good idea to have a resolution since we're under a different area, but I don't remember seeing that one from 73.
Yes, Bob.
Couple of weeks ago, we had this discussion whether governing or advisory board. If my memory serves me correctly, the young lady in Helena said that if you go to a governing board, you shut it down. Right now, you go to an advisory board because an advisory board, you can get money from the state. A governing board, then it has to come from the county. That's my understanding. Well, I can see where we need Lacey looking into what's the legal end of all of this. But I still recommend that, being that it's always been an advisory board, that we go back to an advisory board for that reason. Because it sounds like it's an either or to me. Now, I'm no lawyer, or don't have any of that knowledge. But my understanding is there shouldn't be any question whether it's a governing board or an advisory board.
Sure.
An advisory board is the way to go.
No, thank you, Bob.
But you would think if money was being handed out by the state, if it's an advisory board, you'd want to stay there instead of the commissioners and the people that have are having to pay for it. That would be,
Makes sense.
isn't that what you said? You said that money can come from the state for an advisory board? Yeah. Okay.
The money can still come from the state with the governing. Furthermore, we will always have to mail on our taxes money for them, so the county will always put money.
Okay, well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just nice
So-
to get money from other places.
Well, they
besides the
can
county.
still get
It's
the
not
money
the
from
money.
the state
Okay.
regardless of which way they went.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, we still have to put money in from taxes. It's in the floating.
I think people would really be amazed, Sandy, how little actually that 1 mil is when you're running. Police board running, right? It's not all that much money that mil is.
It has been 1 mil. This year it is more than 1 mil. And, we do more than what we're, the whole requirement. 1 mil is not, I'm sorry, we're kind of a taxable is low, so our mill is not high. But it's the way it is.
Thank you, everybody. Great discussion. Any other comments on agenda items? Any comments on, oh, did I miss one? Any comments on non-agenda items? Yes, sir.
I have a question. I see quite a few claims coming in from the sheriff's department and the county jail. Our jail is about 30 some years old now.
26. They opened up in 2000.
Okay, 26 years. What kind of shape is it in? Because when that jail was built, I was part of the group that pushed to build that jail. And it had a 20-year life expectancy at that time now, so we're 26 years past. Are we in a situation where we may be going to have to look to upgrade that I mean, where are we at with that?
Yes, sir. So to just full transparency, you're right. We built that in 2000. Us as commissioners has gone in and done the, what is that? Yeah, the walkthrough, the tour, insane. Bob, it needs a lot of work. Not gonna lie. Jamie will be the first to tell you that. We need a lot of upgrades to that jail. I mean, when we built that, it took 3 times to pass the mill from the taxpayers. And just like any government entity, we take the lowest bid. Well, when we take the lowest bid, we might not get the highest quality, because we want to be cognizant of taxpayer dollars. So with that, yes, we do need to start looking at that and start figuring out what our next move is. We may need to go out for another mill at some point, because the things that need to be fixed in there are all higher dollar items. And honestly, the county just doesn't have the money to put into that. So yeah, it might be come to fruition at some point that we do have to put that out to a mill or a vote to the voters. So,
And then one thing that like Sheriff Ross had mentioned is that a facility like that is a little different than a lot of facilities, because even though it's been open 26 years, it has been 24 hours a day for 26 years. Whereas a lot of places and businesses and whatnot might be 8 to 15 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. Well, this has been 24 hours a day for 26 years. So there is going to be a lot more general wear and tear on a consistent basis. But yeah, it needs work. You're correct.
Does anybody remember what the mill levy was to build that jail 26 years ago?
that was a junior high school.
Any idea? Any-
You don't, Bob? You don't remember?
Well, I don't remember what the mill levy was, but I know that I had a county commissioner, like, Ulrich. And I went to just about every business organization in town, the Lions Clubs, the Kiwanis, the everything. And I made presentations as to why we build it with county fund and why we don't go with that outfit out of Tennessee that wanted to come in and build the jail here that wound up going to Shelby. And the reason that we did what we did is because we could not afford what they had said we were gonna have to put up to get them to build the jail. And then they were gonna put a pod off to the side that would hold local detention people. They would hold 19 a month as the maximum, and at that present time, we were at 26 a month. So we were, I mean, I remember going through the 12 steps of the reason why we built the jail, and how it finally got passed was through a lot of meetings and head scratching, and a lot of things went on back then, because I was involved in it right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm worried about where we're at today. Because I do know that we have outgrown our length time of, usefulness. And where it's gonna put us, because that's gonna be another big dollar bill coming at the county. And I think we need to start looking now.
Yep.
Rather than wait until we have a major thing happen. And then we're forced to do something.
Right, right.
So that's why I would like to see the county commissioners now to work on that project. I know you got lots of things to do, but that one bothers me, because if we lose that, we're really gonna be in trouble.
I agree, Bob. And, these are the types of things that, keep me awake at night as a commissioner. I look at that and I'm like, yeah, we do need to upgrade our jail. There's no way around that. We take those tours and I just come out defeated every time. But I also look at our county as a whole. We look at, just what we're spending money on our meals for our senior citizen. The average person trying to pay for groceries, trying to pay for, anything, fuel, any of that. And then for us as commissioners to go out and be like, oh, I know times are tough right now, but how about we ask you to raise your taxes so we can build more? You know, it really fights with myself and, keeps me awake. It's very hard, and I see validity in both. I just have a tough time right now asking our taxpayers to, foot the bill for a new jail, even though I know in my heart of hearts that we need it. So it's a really tough decision, or it's a really tough position as us as commissioners right now in the times that we live in.
And me, as a taxpayer.
Yeah, exactly.
Do that too, but
Yep.
I do also understand that there comes a time when you gotta draw a line in the sand somewhere, and I don't like it.
Yep.
But
Again,
Yeah.
sorry, Sandy.
You need to promote growth in the county instead of shutting the growth down. Because if we don't get any growth, we're not gonna be anywhere.
Sandy, I have promoted and promoted and promoted. And I can go back in my records of 9 different corporations that I contacted to come into our industrial site out here. And they thought the site was great, good idea, got the railroad here, but where is your highway? I said, well, you got Highway 87 over here. Is it a 4-lane highway? No. I said, we got Highway 2 over here. Is it a 4-lane highway? No. Well, don't talk to us until you get a highway. Then come talk to us, and we would love to move in.
You guys spent 30 years trying to get a 4-lane highway going through here.
Bob Severson's gonna save us on that.
But,
So
I, the detention center,
Yes, sir.
it's either pay me now or pay me later.
Yep.
Because down the road, and a lot of us might not be here, it's gonna cost a whole hell of a lot more money later. And you need to discuss it with the citizens of this community.
Yeah.
When that jail was gonna be built, it was supposed to be the 911 dispatching center also.
Mhm.
But because of politics and some things that happened downtown at our jail, it stayed where it's at. I'm not saying that it should be where the jail is now, but that's what it was originally set out to be. Was also the 911 call center.
Sure.
And it didn't make it. That was a lot of it was to do with politics at the time.
Commissioner Conway
Well,
signed it over.
Yeah.
The single commissioner signed it
Is
over to the
the
city.
funding coming through the county for the maintenance and everything that goes with it? Or is the city coming, coming through with the taxes towards it too and its use?
No, the city doesn't contribute.
The Trick City does not contribute it.
We house their inmates, but it's not like when we get a federal prisoner or something like
I
that.
think it was turned down at one time, combining the city police and the sheriff's
Mhm.
department and everything. And I know I have a granddaughter that does accounting and stuff for Livingston who works together,
Mhm.
but I know here it was turned down.
Yep.
Here they say it works good for them. I'm not saying that it would work great for us or anything, but I know, that was my question, where did this funding come?
Yep. No. Great question.
But it's just something I wanted to bring up
Definitely.
because I know what we went through the last time, and I don't want to have to see us go through that again.
Mhm. No, I agree. And, I've had many a conversation. My brother-in-law is the jail administrator in Lewis and Clark County. He's a captain with the sheriff's department down there. And we've had lots of discussions about this, about, jails and, what Havre's like and what compared to Lewis and Clark County and other counties. So yeah, it's definitely been on our mind. Every time, like I say, every time we go up there, you see more and more things that need to be fixed up there, and we need to find the money. Thank you, everybody.
And it doesn't get any mill levies or anything now. It doesn't go to the sheriff's department.
In fact, we just, we were fortunate enough to get a body scan right there, but that was paid for by the county.
They're in the general fund, so yes, they,
Yeah, they get a certain report, a year.
they're funded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, any other public comments on non-agenda items? Hearing none. Meeting adjourned, 3 o'clock on the dot, 1 hour. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Great conversation today. I really enjoyed this.